Hi friends, this is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Michigan. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. And I'm having a good day. So I'm feeling, I don't know, I'm kind of happy about that. Haven't had a good day in a while. So I wanted to make a card using the Snowman Magic. I've already made this card but had to redo it for other reasons, but I learned some things and I will show you the things that I learned on the way. And yeah, so let's get through this, okay? We are going to start by cutting a piece that is from the No Man Friends, this one. If you don't have it, grab out some snowflake dies and just go to town. I mean, that's what it is, just different colored snowflakes over and over again. Looks great. Maybe we'll make this for another card, but I wanted to stick with easy peasy today because it does get a little bit in depth. All right, so we have our piece that is 6 3/4 by 2.5. And then we're going to take this large scene piece almost, and we are going to line it with the rectangle die, the stitch rectangle dies that will cut this out really nicely. It has an edge all the way around. This particular die, let's just make sure that this, no, all right, that's not it. I popped my rectangle dies in here so we could discuss them. I think, it's layering circles, I think this is the perfect edge, even though it is kind of small, but I think it's the one that most goes around it. I hope that makes sense. But this is about 3.5 by 4 3/4, I believe. So I'm just going to quickly, I guess I'm not, get all these little bits out. And then I have a new to me, I just played with it, iCrafter magnetic self-healing mat. So Stampin' Up! Had to return there, so I'm thinking we could try this. We are going to cut out this really pretty stamp, die, not stamp. We don't cut out stamps, cut out dies, in some of this really cool white glimmer paper. Comes in 6 by 6 pieces. For this is magnetic, like I said, and it's pretty on there. You can see where I cut, but you can't feel it. Kind of weird. All right. Is anything gonna mess up here? No. Let's put this to the side. And I have discovered that you use your base plate with no flippy floppies, just your bottom one. This and a regular cutting pad on top. And I'm gonna go back and forth with this one because I do have the big shot switch. All right, I also want to cut a piece of basic white the exact same way so that I have a liner. Whoops, didn't do it quick enough. So I have a backing for the, because it just is too flimsy without it. So I'm just gonna glue those two together. All right, here we go. And I did have a problem with this one side before, so I'm just gonna cut it. I don't know if it's the die, because I do have some things in here, or if it's because I went like this instead of like that, which you should be doing. You should really make it like this, but I need these extra little bits. All right, so I'm gonna punch this out and add a second piece of basic white, and we'll stick those together. I'll do this off camera so you don't have to see me picking all these apart. Okay, to start this off, I decided to use some double-sided adhesive. They're just sheets that you put on, and I put it on top of the white and the basic white. You can put it on the bottom of the main, bottom of the top, or the top of the bottom. You understand what I'm saying? And when you pop this out, keep this inside part because we are going to use it for something rather than just throwing it away. This actually takes ink and we'll ink it up. Yes, this is going to be a little fiddly, but I think it's worth it to give it that extra structure. So I'm going to take some time. I might even put some liquid glue on here to give it a little bit of wiggle room. I'm just taking off the release paper now. And I'll just add a little bit of liquid glue just to give it a little bit of wiggle room. It's these ones right here that are really they're just not thick enough on this paper to stand up. So yeah, I'll put this on. Wish me luck. Okay. Now that we have everything popped out here, we're going to cut a backing for this. That is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Here we go. And if we wanted to, we could add a little bit of Pool Party. Just not make it stark white like the top is going to be. Here we go. And what if we added from Joyful Flurry, sorry, a few snowflakes around the edges. We are going to put our sentiment right here, so I'm going to do some stamped off down here. Now I know this is not going to show, but I want some stamped off up here. There we go. All right, and I think that's going to get covered. Let's hope. All right, now let's take our panel. I have some sticky stuff in here. We'll make sure that this is fully in here and pressed down. And let me wipe off this because I want to make sure this is good and clean so I can make sure that it's in the right spot. All right. Now, we'll use this as a guide. And we're going to nestle it right here. Oopsie. So we'll just nestle it right here. Put maybe the top right at this, maybe an 1/8 or a 1/16, not quite a 1/4 of an inch from the top of the snowflakes and over. It fits right in there if you don't move it. I'm just saying. There we go. All right, and we will pop that in. And this says it's the most magical time of the year. There we go. And with the Stamparatus, then we can make sure that this is perfect and we won't have to do it again. This is a large stamp, so it's just easier for me to use the Stamparatus for that. Clean that off. So we can put that away. All right, so all looks well there, right? All right. Hey, Alexa, will you turn that down just a bit, please? It's getting loud there for a minute. Now it's not going to be on at all. Oh, me and Alexa, we have some issues. She wouldn't agree with me, but we do. All right, and we're going to take some leftover scrap that is about 3 1/4 and make some hills. We don't want it that tall. Maybe that tall. And before we glue anything down or pop anything up or do anything like that, we are going to stamp out our snowman here. Remember, when you are using the snowman die, it is photopolymer. So there we go. This is the leftover sheet from the adhesive, the double-sided adhesive. Woo, that's annoying. All right, let's clean that off. Good heavens, it's getting even messier over here. Okay, so we will get a block. That's what we need, a block. And let's get our snowman here. We can do two things. We can either stamp our snowman like that, or we could just cut him out and put the face on him. And I think we'll stamp him this time. Look at that cute little piece of holly. Might be able to go in on his hat. Okay, so we'll stamp this in a black. And we also have to stamp his face. There we go. Let's put this on the right side so his face will get better. And we'll quickly do his teeny tiny little face. All right. And we have two faces to choose from. Let's see which one we want to do today. And we have his little bits too. We have the one that goes to the left or to the right. Right or to the left or to the right, you understand. His little eyes open or his little eyes closed. So we're gonna do the open ones. But we will also do his little belly. We can have a girl or a boy snowman. Lots of things to dress him up with. We have hats and scarves, bow ties, several different hats, which is cute. Let's see. Oh, there's a cute little necklace and a scarf here. There we go. Well, why is that one eye bigger than the other? Well, that's weird. We'll fix it with the glaze pen. Just make it bigger. There we go. And because this is this a glaze? Did I get the right glaze pen? That might have just been black. Yeah, that was just black. I do have a glaze pen. Let me find that. Gives it a little bit of dimension, which is cool. Glaze. Here we go, a glaze pen. So we'll just take off this little guy. This is going to give a little bit of something extra. It's really cute. And it'll stay shiny. Go. Now, I did cut out, so I did not have to use... Oops, that glaze was not good. At least there's 3 of them. That's good. Glaze wasn't dry yet. I'm sorry, tangent. I can use this itty bitty little teeny weeny orange pumpkin pie piece rather than just coloring this orange. So we'll give a little bit more dimension on the snowman as well. There we go. How cute is that, right? All right, let's pop him through. And then we will add the arms and the hat. We could just run this through our mini here. Whoops, not that way, this way. Perfect. Whoops. All right, we've got a snowman, we've got, there we go. So let's continue this scene here. We'll add this so we know where the first one goes, right? So that looks very good. Let's just add these two and see if it works. Like that. We just want something to show back there. Yep, that looks great. Okay, so for the first one, I'm going to take some liquid glue or some whatever kind of glue you like, and we will add it down here. And for the second one, we will pop that up with some dimensionals. And then we will take this to a guillotine or whatever and cut off all the excess. There we go. I love the bones of my dimensionals. Don't waste those. Good for lots of things. There we go. Perfect. All right, I'm going to take this to a guillotine and chop off all the extra. Okay, so I had to redo. I just couldn't. So I redid the snowman. Whoa, goodness. And let's add this here all the way around. Cut this off. So we're adding the thick foam foam strips. We'll add that all the way around here. Looks like I'm gonna have to open a new pack, which is kind of funny. I've been using this pack forever and have one sitting waiting to go, but you know, it's so hard to pop into a nice, neat pack. Oh, I have 2 new packs. But I think I have some. Look at this. I'm a hoarder of these. I use these very sparingly. I'm going to have to interrupt myself today because I'm going to go spend some time with my other granddaughter, Danielle. We're going shopping. I took out her sister yesterday to do some for picture clothes, but we didn't do picture clothes. We just did whatever Harper wanted to get. So that was an interesting trip. I'm like, but don't we need clothes? No. Okay. You know how it is. All right. So these have dimensionals here. Let's pop these up. If you wanted to, you could give yourself some wiggle time by adding some glue on these foam strips. And I think I will. Just give it a little bit of wiggle room. And this isn't going to be much wiggle room because it is, you know, just a little bit of glue here. That's okay. I see one right there that needs to come out. One little dot. We'll get it out in just a second though. All right. There we go. Little bit short. This could be a little bit bigger back here. So instead of 4.5, do 4 3/4. I did have that written down somewhere. There we go. And then let's add a scarf. There we go. And we'll add a top hat. We'll do this at a funky angle. There we go, make him have a little bit of personality. And then we need some arms, of course. So here's one arm. Here's the other. Put this on before you put anything on the back. You'll want to have these arms on, believe me. It'll give you trouble if you try to put dimensionals on this. Just works better if you put on your arms with, actually glue dots are preferred here, but I'm gonna just do it this way because I do have a little bit of time before I have to go. I might want to brush my hair and brush my teeth, you know, maybe. But my stepdaughter just had her 3rd child, so I get to hold her baby. There we go, right here. So I'm really excited. I love to hold Benjamin. He's a cutie patootie. He's small compared to my other granddaughter, Olivia. And it's nice to see the both of them, you know what I mean? It's fun. Now this is where I'm going to put one dimensional over both of these so they stay on. There we go. All right. Now we want to put one more up here. There we go. What do you think? Now, if you wanted to do this as a shaker, the only thing you would do is add a window sheet to the top. I'm sorry, let's try that again. A window sheet to the back of the top. All right, now you can do some Wink of Stella if you want to along the edges, or you can use the pearlized white enamel effects around the edges, but I think it looks good just like that. All right, let's get a piece of, we need a piece of Pool Party that is a 10 by 7, scored in half at 5, and we need a piece of Night of Navy that is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. All right, easy peasy. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. Let's make sure I cut this right. Oh, that's why. I did not cut it right, friends. So I'm actually going to go a little bit bigger than smaller. I'm going to go 7/8, 6 7/8 by 4 7/8. Try to give it a little bit less of a border. Like that. There we go. Let's add this. I don't know where I put my tape adhesive. Somewhere, I'm sure. All right. Now we're going to take this piece of DSP that we cut in the beginning. Not that I actually, oh, here it is. Not that I actually see it. And stick that down here on this edge. That's probably too much for that. Hopefully that'll work okay. Let's maybe move this out a little bit. There we go. Spread it out. There we go. And then, remember how I said to keep these little inner parts? Well, whoops, I just found a die. Hold on, I'm sorry about that. There we go. So we just kind of want to cut these, get all the extra bits off. There we go. And then we can make these into little banners. And let me show you. We do want to kind of cut this at an angle because we want one bigger than the other. Whoops, not quite straight. There we go. So we're going to take our blue blender brush again. And did I leave the Night of Navy out here? Yes, but I can do Starry Sky. Oh, right there, Night of Navy. I'm going to show you, we can add some color to this. All right. So we're going to do one that's a little bit darker than the other, your choice. And we'll cut that down. This is actually easier for me to do with the guillotine, but however you choose that you want to do it. Let's just make this straight. There we go. Use a guillotine here. Maybe cut 3 of them just to see the different lengths we can go and the different widths. There we go. You can make yours a little bit fatter, thinner. Really, all that matters is that one's a little bit darker than the other because you want to show off the difference. And you can make it really dark, but it still stays a little bit sparkly. Okay. Now you're going to want to remember to, and then this one, do light touch. There we go. Or you could change colors to the different blues. You could do a pool party and a Night of Navy, your choice. All right, we're going to add that here, up at the top. Like that. And then like this. Now, if you didn't want to do the most magical time of the year in the, ooh, that's not dark enough. But make yours a lot darker, okay, friends? Because you really can't tell that's dark enough. Okay, that there's 2 different sizes there. If you chose not to do the most magical time of the year, you could do a small sentiment down here, but really this takes up the majority of your card, which is awesome. All right, we're going to put all of this together, and this could be an easy peasy shaker card, but I want to do a shaker on another one, so there we go. Now I think the only thing that we need to do is add some of these pretties. And we're good. What do you think? Does it need anything else? You know what? Let's add some in here too. Put one right here so it focuses on that. And then we'll scatter these around here. All right. What do you think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I think it looks cool. The only difference that I might want to do is add some snowflakes in the background. Because it's a 5x7 card, you can choose to do it just the width of this one and know that you're going to cut it off in the middle, so do the top and the bottom. But I chose to make it a little bit simpler because this is time consuming, so it needed a little bit of a rest. There's lots of different snowflakes going on, and though you can barely see them in the background, you can still see them with the pool party back there, and it looks great. You guys have a fabulous day, fabulous week. And I can't wait to show you all the other creative things that I have. Thanks so much. If you have a minute, I'd love for you to subscribe, give me a comment, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks, friends. Bye.